Bite marks on the neck. The blood is still fresh, yet the carcass is untouched. Strange behavior for forest wolves. Those are no mere forest wolves.
Hi, my name's John Dick, here to explain how rifle and sniping skills work in Scum. Scum is an open-world survival game with a realistic approach to gameplay. In Scum, you'll be able to create unique characters with different attributes and skill sets. The rifle's skill is inherited from the strength attribute, which generally defines everything related to muscle power. Sniping is linked to intelligence. Although both these skills require weapons, the former covers weapon handling, short-distance shooting, movement with weapons, and weapon maintenance, while the latter covers expertise in long-range shooting. The first thing we'll cover are the various stances and their relation to crosshair size. As with other combat games, crosshair size defines the scatter radius. This works in Scum just as it works in other games. What's different in Scum, however, are the additional factors that influence the size of the scatter radius. The most important factor is skill level. The rifle's skill is inherited from the strength attribute, which generally defines everything related to muscle power. If you want to be a good rifleman, you simply invest points in strength. Higher strength means better recoil control. The caliber of the bullet also influences weapon recoil. Stamina is another factor. If the characters are exhausted, ill, wounded, or drugged, their ability to handle weapons will be reduced. The amount of stamina, overall body condition, and metabolism processes depend largely on the constitution attribute. This means that even though the rifle skill is linked to the strength attribute, it also depends on other body attributes. After all, human bodies are complex machines. Scatter radius is significantly reduced when the player aims down the sight. Previous factors still apply, but since the player holds the weapon firmly and aims down the sight, the recoil is reduced and shot groupings are tighter.
former soldier. Look, heavy security like this, you want a professional along.
We're paying you more than a few gil. You best be worth it.
Look, I don't care about your politics.
Doing this for the planet, same as us.
Not interested.
When?
Get back here!
Okay, recruit. Let's move.
Гений, да! Опы!
Слышь, охуеть! Вообще круто!
Я, блядь, буду после
Пацаны, я заряжаю!
От пизду!
Claw Hunter follows in the footsteps of titles such as Uncharted, Tomb Raider, or The Dig. It's an action-adventure game with a focus on a thrilling main storyline which takes place in 17th century on a Pacific island where Cretaceous life has been perfectly preserved. You will get to observe many different kinds of dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, and explore beautiful and rugged vistas of this long-forgotten place. Each of these characters possess a unique set of skills as different as they come. You will have to be creative to use and combine their various skills to make progress through the island. Also, you need to be on the lookout for dinosaurs. They may be a threat, as well as helpful companions. You may learn how to tame them, ride them, or even fly them. But the dinosaurs are not the only danger you may encounter on the island. There are also human enemies, far more insidious than any dinosaur can be. You will have to pit your wit against them. The story will be propelled forward by cinematic scenes, adding to the film atmosphere of the game.
World. The metropolis requires a large amount of resources to develop and maintain, and because of how nodes relate to one another, there can be no more than 5 in existence at a time. So you might naturally ask, what does it do? To answer that question, we need to know what civilization offers in general. Every stage of a node's development comes with additional services and benefits, and these services really start to pick up at stage 3, the village stage. One of the foremost services that a node offers is housing, and through that, citizenship. And citizenship is a big deal. There are 3 primary means of acquiring housing. The first is our in-node housing. It's here that players can begin buying static housing. These buildings belong to the node, and as a node levels up, the housing levels up with it. A player will be able to purchase a small one-room house at the village stage. When the node advances up to a town, so does that house. The owner enjoys the benefits of a suddenly larger home. His property size increases, his house is located more towards the center of town, and the square footage of his home has gone up considerably.
and I'm excited to show you today what we've been working on for the last few months in absolute secrecy. Identity is an MMORPG that's unlike any other you've ever played. It's not based on levels or skill progression, it's based on you, your character, and what you want to do with it. Identity is all about giving absolute freedom in a world that's full of other people and fun things to do. We've gotten rid of most of the AI and replaced it with people. It's people who are driving down the street, and it's people who run for governor, it's people who play as police officers and fight crime. You'll find sports, car racing, paintball matches, and more others than I have time to list. And if living off the land is your sort of thing, you can make a pretty good living hunting or fishing. Identity is all about the freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. While Identity is an MMORPG in most ways, we're going to be offering you the option to rent your own servers too. So if you want a different, more specialized style of gameplay than our official servers have, such as maybe hardcore role-playing or some kind of like endless action, server operators are going to have control over hundreds of features to customize what they want.
Alright, in Watertown, the suspect in custody. Nobody is coming to perimeter. It's still a hot scene. 10-4.
If you're somebody that likes to take the quiet route, you can form a business and play the market, or you could take the other way. You could become a criminal, you could rob people, you could rob banks, you could steal cars. Everything is open for player interaction. The land identity is enormous with all sorts of landscapes from cities, farms, and wilderness. There really is so much more I wish I could show you with this, but we've only just gotten started here.
Back in December, we let 1,000 lucky insiders roam free in our first update, and since then, that pool of players has only grown. As we've pushed back the boundaries of our world, you and your fellow rascals will now find many more places to plunder. How many more? Nobody knows. Well, we do, but there's no point in spoiling it, is there? Within this indeterminately larger world, players will discover new islands presenting new challenges and opportunities. One might come with a hidden cove to anchor in safety while you shovel up loot. Another might let you perform a daring getaway after grabbing another crew's gold. Just look before you leap, as fall damage is now definitely a thing. More islands also mean more outposts, increasing your options for hustling chests safely back to the shipwright. This should make it easier to avoid the ganking that some of you feared during our first update, which is how the cool kids refer to treasure-related blunderbuss incidents. While you're off adventuring, make sure you don't let your guard down. not with the rattling remains of long-forgotten pirates prowling the islands. They may be gutless in strictly biological terms, but these old scallywags will still come right at you with rusty guns blazing, so your crew members need to watch each other's backs. So that's our latest update. There's still so much more to come, but for now, we hope you can join us to search and skirmish your merry way through the new, wider world of Sea of Thieves. Cheers!
No pressure, right?
Now that the area is safe, I can finally reach the sacred sanctuary. Could teach me how to make an antidote or control a snake.
Show you how it's done. This might hurt.
Lord. So yeah, I remember. I remember when our homes and our towns turned into graveyards. When the wilderness became our only hope for survival. I remember when the planes fell out of the skies. When the trains stopped running. When the turbines shut down. And the world went dark. I remember when they put up the razor wire, like it was gonna stop anything. And the feds ran out of body bags.
Rope.
And some of us sort of lost our minds.
I think it's dead.
Some lost more than that. Much more. I remember when we lived by a code. When brotherhood meant something, and living meant more than surviving.
Goddamn liar!
So yeah, I remember how it all went down. I don't give a damn about any of that. You know what I remember most? Riding the open road. The smell of your hair. The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter, a bounty hunter, a mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left. But I'll always remember.